So you found a really cool destination that you want to visit. You're doing all the research and you go to buy your airline tickets and you realize, wow, that costs a lot of money. So today I want to give you some tips that'll help save you money when you book your airfare. So a lot of you guys don't know, but I travel for work quite a bit and I'm on an airplane maybe 10, 12 times a month. And so I want to use some of my tips to hopefully help you save some money. Now, with that said, the very first tip is you want to make sure that you're flexible. What I mean is you want to travel on the off days, not the busy days. The busy days are Sundays, Mondays, and Fridays. So if you can be flexible and travel on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Saturday, you're going to save 50 to 100 bucks just from choosing to fly on an off day. Another tip is if you can actually purchase your airfare on a Thursday. Airlines seem to make it a lot cheaper to book your airfare on Thursdays. That's normally when the best deals are. With that said, if you can book 4 to 8 weeks in advance before you travel, that's typically the sweet spot to find the best airfare. Another thing is if you can buy basic economy tickets, take advantage of basic economy. So this works great if you're a solo traveler or if you're flying with people that you don't care if you sit by them or not. You can book some basic economy tickets and save quite a bit just from doing that. The restrictions with basic economy tickets though are you can't pick your seat, you typically can't bring a carry-on, you can bring a backpack, and you normally are last to board the plane, which is kind of a bummer if you're trying to use the overhead space for your backpack or for your carry-ons. Now the workaround is if you can get the airline's credit card, so for me I fly Delta, so the Delta Gold card. So I'll typically, when I'm solo, like I'm saying, if I travel for work and I buy a basic economy ticket to Seattle, Washington, my gold card will actually trump some of those restrictions. I can't pick my seat, but I can be one of the first to board the plane with priority boarding. I can check bags for free. So you can travel really cheap, but still get some perks. Keep this in mind though with basic economy tickets. When you travel with a family, if you're traveling with your kids, don't do basic economy because you are waiving your rights to sit together. There's stories and stories and stories all out there of people who bought basic economy tickets, assume that the airline's gonna work with them. And the reality is the airline is wanting to work with you, but it's you that's making the choice to bypass, the ability for them to accommodate you to sit next to your kids because they advertise you're going to get what's left over. So you're going to typically get the middle seat in the very back of the plane. Another tip is to use websites like SkipFlagcom. The cool thing about SkipFlag is it'll actually search for flights. So let's say you're flying from Seattle and you want to go to Chicago. It'll search every flight that's going from Seattle to Chicago, including connecting flights. So it may give you an option to end up booking a flight from Seattle to JFK connecting in Chicago, and with the idea that you get off in Chicago. Now, keep this in mind. If you do this, you do not want to do round trip because you're not going to fulfill the destination. It's going to cancel your flight home. So you want to make sure you do one ways. And on top of that, you do not want to check a bag. Those are the limitations there. Now, we're not sponsored by SkipFlag, but I love them because this feature and this feature only. You can search the day you want to travel, the airport you want to travel, and then your destination, you can set it to any. So you can seriously search anywhere in the world going out of, like, let's say you do LAX and you want to leave on this random day, and you can search anywhere and it'll tell you the cheapest airfare anywhere in the world that's going out that day, which is really cool. That's how we book a lot of our vacations, our trips, real cost effectively. Good example is for our anniversary, it's in November. I was looking for some really good international airfare and I was able to find for $284 round trip per person tickets from LAX to Barcelona. So obviously I booked that. So you're gonna get that video here later this year. Another great option if you're looking for airfare is if you leverage Scott's Cheap Flights or their competitors. It's a subscription service, but they also have free options. And what they do is they'll email you. They essentially do the research for you on cheap airfare. Kind of like the cheap airfare I discovered on SkipFlag for Barcelona. A month after I bought those tickets, dirty cheap tickets, I got an email from Scott's Cheap's airfare saying, hey, cheap flights from Barcelona is going from the 200s to 300s. And that's essentially what it does. It alerts you on these really good airfare deals. It does the research for you so you don't have to go out there and hunt. All right, those are some simple tips to hopefully save you some money when you book your airfare. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're able to use any of these tips to save money, let us know how much you saved. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned to our next video.